Dear Family is a podcast hosted by Rachel Steinman, a writer, an educator, and a mental health advocate. And Rachel gets us up close and personal, so we feel a strong connection, familiarity, and comfort with her guests. So settle in and join us as we search for true healing and journey with Rachel and her most interesting guests.
Hello everyone, this is Rachel Steinman, and I am so happy to share another podcast with you. This one is about family together but apart. And right now we are all going to be celebrating virtual Passover seders, Easter brunches, and even breaking Ramadan feasts together but apart. And I wanted to bring you 50 silver linings because we are all being forced to have new perspectives. And I think remaining optimistic is so important right now. But before I begin, I just want to ask you, if you are enjoying this podcast, please subscribe and write a 5-star review on either Apple Podcasts or Stitcher. It really means a lot to me and really helps me grow. So thank you so much. All right, so here we go. We are all sheltering at home right now for the better good of mankind, and it's shifting our perspectives to focus on what is most precious in life, and that is our health and our family. We're being asked to celebrate Easter, Passover, or Ramadan with our families together, but apart. Now, rather than be disappointed, which is totally legitimate to feel, but it's worth letting go, we can look at these symbolic spring celebrations as more meaningful and maybe even sweeter than we have in the past. Now, the pillars of faith, they'll remain for a better world where we metaphorically move from darkness into light, but this is going to be a different way of looking at it, right? This world health pandemic, it came in swiftly. It was like a black swan event that just dropped our entire human race into dark uncertainty. But spring holidays, they remind us of rebirth and growth, like the symbolic egg on the seder plate or in an Easter basket. And just like the egg does when it's boiled and under pressure, it actually hardens. It's actually one of the only foods that does that, and it remains nourishing. So this is an opportunity for self-awareness and introspection, just like spring itself. It's a gift to have faith that there is beauty and light to come. Now, writing and podcasting from home, it's nothing new for me, but being home 24 hours a day with my husband and two teenage daughters who are also home 24 hours a day, well, that is. This is a new normal for most of the world, with an estimated 300 million Americans sheltering at home, either with their families or maybe they're forced to be separated from their families. But one thing I know for sure is that family support is more critical than ever. I'm constantly examining how complicated the dynamics of families are, right? I'm the host of Dear Family, this podcast, and I'm always writing about it. So I don't need to point out the obvious, and yet I'm going to do it anyway. You add stress, anxiety, close quarters, sadness to be separated from our seniors, financial pressures, loneliness, uncertainty, guilt, and more, and let's just say we are all being tested. So in an effort to help us cope and find hope, I've been collecting a vast number of silver linings to share with you. Now, some are my own and some are from friends and family, some are from news articles and essays and even tweets, and some are even from large Facebook groups that I belong to where I posed this silver lining question to over thousands of people. Now, here we go. Here are 50 silver linings to celebrate. Number 1, many of us are getting together on Zoom calls with family members and friend groups that would normally never have the opportunity to see one another because of geography. I've had virtual cocktail hours with friends from Florida, New York, Oregon, and all over LA at once, when in the past our group communication was just via text. Number 2, we're checking in on friends and family more. I'm speaking to my brothers and parents more than usual, and we feel closer because we understand the value of family support. Number 3, people are walking and appreciating nature more. Every night before dinner, we go on a stroll and Now we're going to be wearing non-medical masks, but we're enjoying the especially fresh air. And I don't know about you, but I am looking at the colors of nature and just like finding such beauty in them, right? Our eyes are being opened. Number 4, a spotlight has been shined on how globalism ran amok. When all is said and done, there will be more manufacturing done at home, including medications, supplies like ventilators, and more. Number 5, some of the $2 trillion that are funneled into the U.S. economy are for much needed infrastructure, and that's going to boost and benefit us for years to come and hopefully boost our economy. Number 6, gasoline prices are down. Number 7, air pollution is down. Number 8, we're being given time to spend with our kids and we're playing games and doing puzzles. Number 9, we understand the value of coming together, while physically apart, in solidarity for the better good of society. We realize we are a global community and we're all in the same boat, regardless if you're rich or poor or black or white or man or woman or child or senior. This virus does not discriminate. We are all part of the human race. Number 10, we're remembering how home really is the best refuge. Number 11, we're being reminded of how our dear family and friends really are the best company, even if we have to Zoom them, right? Number 12, we understand that real wealth comes from health, both physical and mental. Number 13, we're going back to the basics, like making bread from scratch and growing gardens. We appreciate now how our grandparents left nothing to waste, how they fixed things when broken and reused and repurposed household items. I hope this continues. Number 14, kids and adults are getting self-sufficient. My youngest daughter, she learned to cut her own hair on YouTube, and she did a great job. Number 15, kids are doing their own laundry and cleaning. My girls are cooking and baking and cleaning the house like never before, and that even includes scrubbing toilets, vacuuming, and mopping. Number 16, we're having family dinners every single night, when before it was once a week if we're lucky, and we're really savoring those meals. Number 17, we're also savoring things like rays of sunshine and fresh fruit, when before we may have taken them for granted. Number 18, some families are doing family exercise together, like streaming yoga classes. Number 19, many people are happy to have a break from their, quote, wretched commute. Number 20, previous early risers are appreciating getting to sleep in. Number 21, we're rekindling friendships with people scattered all over the country or world. One woman reported, quote, "It's so loving and endearing to check in on old friends. It feels like no time has been lost." Number 22, one friend shared an adorable picture of her young daughter with the biggest smile on her face, and she was holding the cutest rabbit you've ever seen. And the caption was, quote, "We got a bunny. Never would have thought about letting an animal in my clean, organized home before." Number 23, speaking of pets, dogs and cats are being fostered and adopted more now than ever as we shelter in place. And we all know pets are the biggest winners with their families constantly around, extra walks, and more scraps dropped on the floor since we're eating every meal at home. Number 24, a friend reported she's riding her bike for the first time in years, and the air is clean and the streets are mostly empty. And I have to say, we've gone on bike rides as well, which has been so nice. Number 25, I met a newly engaged couple through a pet adoption organization called Wags and Walks when we adopted twin puppy girls from the same litter. So Shoshana and Brandon, they were scheduled to be married last weekend, but they decided to keep the date and have a Zoom wedding with Shoshana's sister Rachel officiating. Although I wasn't invited, I really enjoyed seeing multiple photos of the happy occasion where over 100 dressed up guests got to witness and participate in their joy. And they truly made lemonade from lemons, and it was a really beautiful celebration. Number 26. A woman shared, "My son cooks not only his own breakfast now, but also his own lunch. And he's also added emptying the dishwasher to the list of chores. And even though he's 13, he's often pleasant." Number 27, a seasoned mother reported, I'm spending real quality time with my adult son before he begins his residency at Rush Hospital in Chicago. It's a very scary time to be a mother of anyone in the medical industry, but I'm so grateful for all the time I have to cook for him before he leaves in June. Number 28, a new mom reported, I just adopted my son, so this is giving me time to really bond without work distractions. It's just us, and it's been amazing. Number 29, someone shared a New York Times article about new data that shows how, quote, restrictions are slowing coronavirus infection, end quote, and how what we are doing is actually helping. Number 30, a father's 16-year-old daughter left him a note to wake up to with a menu, a ticket to dine for each person, and instructions to dress fancy. Number 31, a grateful dad reported, it's all positive, beautiful children we have. They know what's going on and are standing tall and brave. Number 32, a woman said she was cooking and teaching traditional Filipino food with her children. She added how she was grateful that her husband is home and not traveling for work. 33, a mom said, I feel like my teens have really connected. Without all of their activities and separate friend groups to do things with, seeing them hang out together is pretty awesome. And I have to say to this mom, I have seen the same thing and it's really making my heart full. Number 34, for those of us fortunate to have backyards, we are appreciating them now more than ever. Number 35, the sweet sound of music is getting us through and touching our souls on an even deeper level. Number 36, one honest mom said, quote, I don't feel guilty anymore about taking an afternoon nap or letting my son play video games in his free time. Number 37, another woman reported, I'd planned on having a garden, but the extra time has really made it a reality. I love spending time out here and I have time to tend to it. Next, the flower beds. Number 38, the Earth's creatures are reclaiming their space. I have to say, I really love this, right? Sea turtles have started hatching on Brazil's empty beaches. Dolphins are returning to Italy's ports. Goats are coming into town in Wales. I can't wait to see down the road what the beautiful consequences are from letting our Earth breathe, right? Now, here's the big one, number 39, crime is down. Right? People are home, so crime is down. Number 40, people are going to the hospitals less for accident-related injuries. Number 41, there are so many good news stories, like a newspaper delivery man who's bringing groceries to his older customers on his morning route free of charge. Number 42, so many random acts of kindness, like people ordering pizza to those who are suffering financially right now. I love that idea. Number 43, we're appreciating our seniors, our healthcare workers, our first responders, our delivery people, and any essential worker, right? Like in the food business, keeping our society, and we're appreciating them now more than ever. And I hope that continues. Number 44, we can stay closely connected to people through technology, right? Can you imagine how hard this was during the Spanish flu in 1918, right? We've never been more grateful for high-speed internet and streaming video. And I've said this before, we're being asked to stay home and watch Netflix, right? We can do this. I really know we can do this. And number 45, we're getting permission and time to take care of our mental health by slowing down. Many people are starting to meditate for the first time, or maybe they're using teletherapy, or maybe they're just picking up a book, things that they haven't had a chance to do in the past. Number 46, we're learning how to collaborate more efficiently remotely, and that is going to translate into less commuting in the future, which will translate to less traffic and air pollution. Number 47, for those of us who wear makeup daily, or maybe even wearing high heels, right? But by not wearing makeup daily, our skin is actually getting a break to breathe as we take a break. Number 48, many restaurants are pivoting to become general stores, selling produce and staples besides regular menu items. Now, there's one clever restaurant in my area who is having you sign up via OpenTable for a time to come in so that it's not overcrowded. And the doors are left open so no one needs to touch handles, and they're offering gloves and hand sanitizer. I really love that. Number 49, we are never going to take for granted a handshake, a hug, a live theater or concert performance, a school classroom, group gatherings or celebrations, even our annual doctor's visit, and so many other things. We really, I think, are going to look through new lenses and have a new grateful perspective. And last but not least, number 50, we're discovering boredom can actually lead to letting our brains wander and think differently and get creative. Now, when Isaac Newton stayed home to avoid the 1665 plague, that's when he discovered the laws of gravity, optics, and he invented calculus. No pressure, of course. So, as children look for hidden Easter eggs or the hidden matzah, which is called the afikomen, we too should be looking for the gifts that this unprecedented time period is teaching us. Now, it may feel difficult to be grateful at this moment, but know when we come out from this novel virus pandemic to the other side, we are going to be a more enlightened global community. So stay informed, stay home, stay optimistic, and stay healthy. And don't forget to check on your loved ones because depression, suicide, and anxiety are up. And your call or text or video conference, it might make all the difference in the world. But have faith. After the dark clouds and the rain, there will be a rainbow. I wish you love, happiness, good physical and mental health. Take care. This is Rachel Steinman. For more information or to contact me with any questions, comments, or guest ideas, please check out rightnowrachel.com. That's right with a W. Thank you so much for listening, subscribing, and sharing, dear family. And if you found value in what you've just heard, I would love and so appreciate a great review on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Until next time, I wish you love, happiness, and good mental health.